So, and you got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game, the Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants. Back in, what was it, 1959, 58-59? That's when the NFL really came into prominence, and it was sudden death. Alan Amici, the Colts got the ball, they scored. No one talked about anything, but boy, what an exciting game. As time went on, people started talking about fairness. So the overtime rule finally got changed. If you score first with a touchdown, the game's over. Otherwise, you keep playing. I think that's pretty cool. And in our 2 championship games this year, we had overtime in both. Tom Brady and the Patriots won the toss, went downfield, scored a touchdown, ball game. Drew Brees and the Saints won the coin toss. Threw an interception. The Rams kicked the field goal and won. Defense still exists if you care to play it.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go. 58.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. And even 40 yards. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. 58.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Cody Sensabaugh.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And did it get there? Yes. Boy, he didn't get much of that at all. He tucked it just between the crossbar and the left upright. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is caught by Antonio Brown. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And they finally put it into the this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. To throw on second down. Rodgers lets this one rip toward Graham. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Final shot before half for Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And some room to work. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield. Oftentimes, it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Eli Rodgers, 38 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Graham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
All right.
A give to Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Rodgers looking to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Graham, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throw left side complete. That's Graham. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer first down.
Zone. Over here. Next one.
Rodgers now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. While we have a second, Charles, the Patriots, of course, back in the Super Bowl, getting the 37-31 victory over KC in the AFC title game. Great game, but, you know, the Patriots...
nobody believes in them.
Yeah, right. They're playing that underdog card, but I thought it was funny because after the game, they asked Tom Brady, were you guys just trying to use that for your own motivation? He said no comment because they were. They know they're not the underdog. And this throw will be intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Over here.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, 626. 319. Hey, 626.
Now Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Cody Sensabaugh. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, while we have a second here, how about we get bold and make a couple Super Bowl predictions?
Hey, why not? Let's go ahead and put ourselves on the spot.
Just more fodder for the angry people. What do you think? Who's going to win it? Who's going to be the MVP?
Well, my prediction for this one is the New England Patriots win the football game. They win it 32-30. The MVP, the McCourty twins, Jason and Devin. They both get 2 interceptions apiece, and instead of splitting the trophy, they wrestle for it right there in the 50-yard line post-game, because you know sibling rivalries, one always wants the upper hand.
Okay, that's bold. I'll go Rams on a Greg Zuerlein 44-yarder from the right hash as time expires.
44, that's nothing for him.
MVP Todd Gurley, 2 touchdowns, 1 catching, 1 rushing.
I like it.
There you go.
You don't like the McCourty thing, though, do you?
No, I do like that. If that happens, you're Nostradamus.
There you go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
4 down.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Steelers getting another 1st down on a bit of a roll. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Ben to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
So the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside. Make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand the ball. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. .50 left in the football game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. So we got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 15. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
Set! 180!
Roethlisberger gonna throw it. Flush to his right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.